Abhinaya, your mic is in mute mode. Please unmute and then speak.
Sir, am I audible?
Yes, please proceed. Yes.
Yes, sir. Good afternoon. To start with the greatest name of Almighty God, most gracious and merciful, whose bounties are unbounded, whose benevolence is everlasting, whose being is eternal, whose mercy is unlimited, whose provisions are unending, and whose love is life, whose worship is our faith. I feel privileged to extend my cordial welcome to all the dignitaries, guests, delegates, and students who have gathered here for the international webinar on digital marketing and opportunities with great joy and immense exaltation. Small cheer and great welcome makes a merry feast. Now, I would like to invite Dr. S. Rajmohan, Senior Professor and Director, Alagappa Institute of Management, to welcome the gatherings.
Most respected Vice Chancellor of our great university, guest speaker, Mrs. Abhinaya, yes, Mrs. Aiswarya Lakshmi, program coordinator, Dr. Professor Ilangumaran, respected teachers, student friends, and scholars. Very good afternoon to all. I here before you to welcome the gathering. Really is a great day. Though our Vice Chancellor is having a lot of work, he is with us. Really, I deem it a great honor to extend a warm welcome to our Vice Chancellor, who has graciously consented to proceed over the great function. The concept, we know everywhere we are using it. And actually, our university is concerned, we have the concept. This is only because of our able guidance of our Vice Chancellor. And we are also using this, even digital marketing and the digital concept we have. And with regard to our Vice Chancellor, I wanted to say that because all the time, once we joined as faculty member, just like that, we were there and people posted us to do PhD. And once we completed, we started to write the papers and it was good. But after SAR became Vice Chancellor and SAR is asking us to bring your paper in the index. For that, we all are trying, and now the H-index is actually H-index is rising from one stage to other stage. Really is very happy, and other credentials I don't want to say because everyone knows about that. And one more thing I wanted to share regarding our Vice Chancellor, that he used to say about visibility. University should have visibility, something like that. All the time, sir used to say. And now, really, sir, we have visibility. Even once we had children from Kenya and all. Now, even with the help of your guidance and others, we got children even from our neighboring countries. We have visibility, sir. I am happy with that. With this, I wholeheartedly welcome you, sir. Regarding digital marketing, see everywhere, even wherever we go, we have digital marketing. Once we had marketing, and marketing is such a wider concept. See, we once we were actually student and we were scholars. We used the concept and we saw the concept differently. But now digitalization is everywhere. Digitalization. We have even when you go to any industry, as we like, whether it is banking sector or insurance sector or manufacturing sector, all service sectors we have insurance. Actually, digitalization is there, and I have read our madam's profile. Really, it is fine, and she has completed her MBA in Anna University. I am happy to see that. Then she moved on to number of companies, and she was in all respected position. Now again, actually, she is the right person and she is the resource person for this concept. I am happy and to see that, madam. I extend a very warm welcome to you, madam.
Thank you.
I,
Thank you so much.
I welcome all our faculty members. I welcome our scholars. I welcome all our children. With this brief details, once again, I welcome you all for the great day. Thank you. Thank you for the opportunity.
Thank you, sir. We rarely get this kind of opportunity to listen to the words of a great knowledgeable speaker, Honorary Colonel Professor N. Rajendran, Vice Chancellor, Alagappa University. Now, I request our Vice Chancellor, Alagappa University, to give the presidential address.
Very good afternoon to everybody. I'm, in fact, extremely happy to be with you this afternoon. And here we have with us Ms. Aiswarya Lakshmi, the keynote speaker of this afternoon. She's from Marketing and Communication Digital Manager, Philips, Belgium. And at the same time, Dr. Raj Mohan, who is the President Director of Alagappa Institute of Management, and Dr. Ilankumaran, the linchpin of the entire skill development program, who is also the Director of the Alagappa Institute of Skill Development, and all the learned faculty members and students, scholars, ladies and gentlemen. As I told you, this is in fact a very important, I think, event organized by Alagappa Institute of Management as well as Alagappa Institute of Skill Development. Now, so long the skill development used to be as an appendage of the university. Now, I thought it's a kind of a marginalization of this skill development wing of the Alagappa University. And this has been inaugurated none other than by the Honorable Prime Minister of India on 3rd February 2019. And it is to be have three cardinal principles. One is innovation, incubation, and startup as the basic principles which govern the functioning of the skill development unit of the Alagappa University. And secondly, the national education policy envisaged all the graduates should possess both knowledge and skill when they go out of the portals of any higher education institution. And no doubt, the students possess a lot of knowledge, but when they go out, they also require certain skills to their trades. And that is the reason why the job of the skill development unit department of Alagappa University has a greater role to play in integrating knowledge with skill. And precisely this opportunity has been seized by Alagappa Institute of Management as well as the director of Alagappa Institute of Skill Development. I hope that is because I think Dr. Ilankumaran wanted to start from his home turf perhaps. That is because he also belonged to management wing of our university originally, and that is his parent department. And perhaps that is the reason why he chose the Alagappa Institute of Management to have a collaboration with the skill development. And Dr. Raj Mohan was suggesting that Alagappa University has reached a niche in terms of, say, ranking. It is true, in 2017, Alagappa University has been ranked by NAC with a 3.64 CGPA with A+. Now it is A++. And as a result, it stands second in the entire country, next to Jadavpur University, Calcutta. And MHRD, the erstwhile MHRD, now Ministry of Education, and which has taken 10 top universities across state universities across India to fund with a grant of 100 crores under the scheme Rashtriya Uchita Shiksha Abhiyan, and that is National Higher Education Mission. Under this scheme, Alagappa University is the only state university in Tamil Nadu to qualify, not only to qualify, but also to receive the grant. The first installment of the grant has been received, and the grant envisages again enhancement of quality in teaching and research. And that is the reason why I think Dr. Rajmohan was referring to the fact that the Alagappa University, when I took over as Vice Chancellor, it had an H index of 61 or 62. But we have been asked to enhance it to 81, 80. By this September end, 2 years, when we commenced this program of RUSA 2.0 scheme, and today, Alagappa University has marched past that target of 80. Right now, it has a H index of 81. Because these days, whether it is NIRF ranking or say a QS ranking or any other world ranking, I think they go by the performance index of the university. One of the parameters or criteria of this performance is based on the quality of publications. And this quality of publications is not the quantity that matters, but the quality matters. Where exactly the articles have been published, that's what matters. And I'm really happy to say that the faculty members as well as the scholars, under this program, we have been funding nearly 200 PhD scholars with 20,000 rupees. That is, again, only university or only state university which has been funding like that. And we have got 35 PDF scholars, postdoctoral fellows who have been, selected based on a international competition. Fellows who have been working in foreign labs. 35 have been handpicked out of nearly 375 applications. And very recently, just 2 days back, there is an article in Nature published by 7 scientists, and one scientist happens to be a PDF scholar from Alagappa University. I think these are really the credentials. In fact, the quality matters always. So otherwise, I think we'll be nowhere. And Alagappa University has been doing well in this respect. Particularly, I am very happy about the way in which our Alagappa Institute of Management has been functioning all along. And I am very closely associated with management because after the last 2 years of my, tenure at Bharathidasan has, I think Ms. Aiswarya Lakshmi must be also aware that Bharathidasan has a Bharathidasan Institute of Management, BIM, which is a very renowned one. And yeah. Bharathidasan University, in fact, it is not housed in the campus of the Bharathidasan University. And as a result, the umbilical cord is almost cut. It is housed in BHL campus. So then Vice Chancellor asked me whether we can start a Bharathidasan School of Management within the premises of Bharathidasan University. That was in 2016. And now nearly 4 years have gone by and nearly 2 batches have gone out of the Bharathidasan School of Management. And then I think it was my namesake in Anna University, Dr. Rajendran, who was an IIT product, who was my contemporary in research, and who has given me some inputs also at that time while starting this, founding this school there. But at Alagappa Institute of Management has a long credential. In fact, they have a list of very, high-profile faculty who have performed very well. And particularly, I am very much impressed by 2 factors. One is the placement ratio at Alagappa Institute of Management is very high. And they do it very professionally also. So throughout the university, when I make an observation, how the other departments have been, taking up this task of placement, Unlike engineering and other management schools, the departments, they are not very professional in their approach. And we are, in fact, trying to create that also with a professional look. And I think for some time, even Dr. Ilankumaran was associated with it. But I find the Alagappa Institute of Management, and in fact, Dr. Rajmohan has been saying whenever they want to hold a placement campaign or after placement campaign and any other seminar or webinar, I think Rajmohan used to reiterate the fact that their department almost they found 100% placement for the batch, any current batch, which is, I think, a laudable, say, performance. And I think now all the departments should join hands with Ilankumaran, because Ilankumaran, they feel that this has no role to play in their particular, say, knowledge creation. But it is not so. It is not so. Because whether you have a degree of any particular branch, you need to possess certain skills also. And a skill development department has now come up with some innovative programs like cyber security in diploma as well as postgraduate diploma. And they are also introducing certain other very novel, say, programs in skill development. And I'm sure all these programs have been initiated very recently and doing well. And today, the topic also is digital marketing and opportunities. I think the MBA students or management students must be constantly keeping their eyes and ears open. But one thing that we are into it. We are into it without our, say, conscious effort also. Now you are making it as a conscious effort to introduce digital marketing and opportunities to the students of management. But I'm sure they'll be already practicing it. I think that is the reason why you have Amazon doing great work, and the other online services. Whatever you want to buy today, all the youngsters, they browse the net, they go to their websites, and you know, they are very attractive also. They are very attractive in the sense you can buy a product and return it also. They take it back. So whether you don't like the color, you don't like the texture, or you don't like the make of the product, you can always return it. And this you cannot do it in traditional marketing, apart from all other things. It is just like window shopping. In fact, it is just like a window shopping. But window shopping is not allowed also. So when you go to a shop, immediately there will be a representative coming near you and say, what is that you want? Can I help you? May I help you is a very polite word, but it has a why you are here. That is the question there. That is not asked, but it is unasked question. But the customer is supposed to say, I want to buy this. You cannot simply say, I just want to see, take a look. That they may not like it also. But whereas in digital marketing, it is the other way around. The other way around. You have the products at your fingertips. You can browse the product. You can see the reviews, and you can see the usages also. And you can compare one product with the other product. And so the umpty number of say opportunities are there. Apart from, when you say opportunities, I mean not from the customer point of view, you'll see from the placement point of view. But I say it from the customer point of view, and as a result, you have a placement also. That is what is much more important. And you know, marketing is a technique. I need not carry coal to management department. I think there was a say young guy who joined a great mall in a foreign country, maybe Singapore, and he was asked a question, what you can sell? He said, I can sell anything. And one day there were a few customers approaching him, and you know, they asked for a simple pin. So the customers were sent to this particular division where this young man is working. But at a matter of an hour and so, they were walking away with a boat and with all the equipments. So the guy was able to, they came for a, what should I say, fishing needle. And now they are going away with the entire boat and also the other equipments from the mall, which means the ability of the person counts, and it is not the conventional knowledge which might help us. So we need to think laterally all the time, especially this digital marketing has come to stay. And a lot of people are using it very effectively. And our MBA students must be given a lot of inputs into this digital marketing, because all our syllabus are framed with a conventional mind and with a conventional epistemological background, knowledge background. And as a result, we will be thinking on the safe lines of how marketing is being done. But I think we must invite people like Ms. Aiswarya Lakshmi, who is specialist in marketing, and more webinars as well as conferences of this type will go a long way in enriching and empowering our students in the latest developments of marketing. With these few words, I think I wish this seminar all the best, and I'm sure that the inputs given today by Ms. Aiswarya Lakshmi will be of great help to our participants. Wish you all the best. Thank you.
Thank you very much, sir. Sir, before we move on to the session, I would like to introduce Mr. Mailwaganan, who is also present here. Mr. Mailwaganan, can you please come on screen? This is Mr. Mailwaganan, who is our alumnus, who passed out in the year 2005 from Alagappa Institute of Management. He is now based in Belgium. He is working for a company called Deloitte. Deloitte is the world's leading consulting company. Through Mr. Mailwaganan only, we were able to get Aiswarya Lakshmi for this webinar, because for the last 1 month, there were a lot of conversations going up between myself, Mailwaganan and Aiswarya Lakshmi, what kind of inputs can be given to the MBA students. And that is how this webinar is happening. So I would like to thank on behalf of the university, Mr. Mailwaganan. And Aiswarya Lakshmi has actually taken off leave today from her company because she wants to concentrate on this webinar. That is a great gesture. So on that respect, I would like to, yes, sir. So I'm very happy to introduce.
I would like to thank both Mr. Mailwaganan and Aiswarya Lakshmi joining this program on behalf of the university.
It's a pleasure.
Thank you.
Sure,
Thank
it's a pleasure, sir.
Over to Abhinay, please.
Thank you, sir. I'm very much enchanted on introducing the gem of the session. She is the woman of marketing adroitness. Her prose in both traditional and digital marketing doesn't have a scale to measure and word to narrate. She did a Master of Business Administration at Anna University, Chennai, and she did a Master's in International Management at University of Strathclyde. Presently, she is pursuing her passion as digital manager at Philips, Belgium. She is a record-breaking marketing professional. Her skills are strongly data-driven with Google AdWords, Google Analytics, HubSpot, Adobe Photoshop, and Educate certified digital marketing professional with 9+ years of industrial and freelance experience. Traditional and digital marketing, SEO, on-page and off-page copywriting, email marketing, social media marketing, and coordinating roles are her strength. Her motto in workspace is enthusiasm, motivation, attention to detail, and honoring commitment. She managed the end-to-end recruitment process for an US-based company. She is an multilingual personality. She is none other than Ms. M. Aiswarya Lakshmi, Digital Manager at Philips, Belgium. Now, I request Ms. M. Aiswarya Lakshmi to handle the session.
Thank you. Thank you so much for such a lovely introduction. Thanks to the Chancellor and Ian Kumaran sir, all of them. It was lovely to hear about your university, how you started from BIM until Alagappa Institute of Management. And Abhinaya, thank you for the lovely introduction. I see you've gone through my LinkedIn profile seriously well. That's nice to hear. Thank you. Yes, as Vice Chancellor said, unknowingly or unknowingly, we are already involved in digital marketing, in the sense digital world, not only marketing, but we are the ultimate consumers, starting from day in and day out. Anything you start a day with digital, in the digital world. So when we do masters, MBA with marketing as a specialization, what you would like to learn more that a common man wouldn't possess and you would possess, and you would be hired for a job in digital marketing world, would be the topic of interest today. Because as the Vice Chancellor said, you order a product on Amazon and it is delivered to you, but then you can return it. So from a commercial point of view, from company's point of view, you're not making a sale. You're just paying, you're just spending money via your shipping cost, all your to and fro process, end-to-end process of delivering it, bringing it back, getting the review as to why it was canceled. All the manpower, all the time is spent and money is wasted. So how do you measure these at the background of marketing? Because we have transitioned from traditional to digital world. Yes, everything is available at the tip of your fingers. You order it, you get the product, but you're not using it, you're just returning it. And from the company's point of view, it's a loss. So where do you weigh the success of digital transformation? How do you measure and optimize it? That's where the MBA students who specialize in marketing can have immense knowledge and help the company get through this stride, get through the struggle, because consumers have so many options now to buy from. And as a company, you need to make sure, and you as marketers, MBA holders, need to advise the board that you need to invest here, you need to measure here. How do you optimize it? How do you minimize the cost on shipping and etc.? So yes, that's how the digital marketing world works. And I'm happy to present a bit of my knowledge. In here, I'm going to be presenting a slide deck right now. Let me know when you see my screen. And if you hear a bit of background noise, I'm so sorry. There is some construction work happening next to me. So I'm going to try my best and be loud enough so that you hear me properly. So let me know when you see my screen. Do you see my screen yet?
Yeah, it's clearly visible, and your voice is very clear. It's loud and clear. No problem. Carry on.
Okay, that's reassuring then.
Yes. We don't hear any disturbance. It is crystal clear.
Perfect. So,
yeah, perfect,
all righty
perfect.
then.
Yes,
Thank you. So I'm having two screens. So I have a second screen where I'm going to have my presentation. So if I look away from your screen, this side, don't mistake me. I'm just looking at my second screen. So yeah, so the main objective of today's session is to enhance the knowledge of all the students, MBA students, as to how they can be a step ahead of other common people who already possess. All right. Vanakkam. Okay. So I can go in both the languages, Tamil or English, whichever is comfortable for you. We can keep switching and keep asking me questions if you would like to ask. But yes, today I'm going to be talking a lot about digital marketing, business to business environment, and business to consumers or customers environment. So a little bit about me, which is already given, but with respect to my profession, right now, I am working as marketing and communications digital manager with Philips. My role in Philips is to market healthcare products. So what do I mean by healthcare products? So these products are called as devices, where the doctors use these devices to treat our heart and other parts of body and the pacemaker. So we divide it into coronary, peripheral, and heart rhythm management. So I have a portfolio of products that I need to market, and my main customer is doctor. So my products are used by doctors. So I target them on all the digital channels across the medium, and also in person when they appear in congresses and events where we display our products. So I am working on end-to-end optimization, knowledge transfer about our products, new product introductions into the market to our customers. That's my customers, doctors. So a little bit about my background. So I did my MBA in Panimalar Engineering College, affiliated to Anna University, not directly in Anna University first. Second, I did my master's in international management. That's my second master's. I did it in UK, in one of the top 10 business schools in UK. It's called a Strathclyde Business School. And post that, I was working in UK for a year, and then I moved to India, and then I moved to Germany, and then I started doing blog. So I started a lifestyle blog with my sister. So we were entering all the travel journey, cooking, recipe sharing, and fashion, cosmetic product reviews, etc. Mostly business to consumer. So B2C space was more my blog, concentrating on that aspect. And then, so eventually I found that was more interesting for me, and I started doing certifications. So just to ensure that I learn more about this field, to measure what a website how a website is handled or visited by visitors, what they do on a website or a blog. So this actually became my playground. So I started learning all these tools. I started implementing it, and then I shifted from traditional marketing, which I used to do previously, into this digital marketing role. So it's been around 10 years that I've been into this the marketing space. But before I get into details of today's topics that I would like to present, I would like to have a two-way conversation today. I would really like to have a two-way and not a monologue from my side. So if everyone is okay with that, could you please grab your mobile phones right now? And it's just for my understanding. And please log on to www.menti.com. If you have already logged on, please let me know in a chat. I don't know how it works. Okay, all right. If you have logged on, Abhinaya, could you just be my speaker for the day and converse with me? Are you there?
Yes, ma'am, it's asking for the PIN code.
Yes, okay, perfect. So could you just input 9877748?
Ma'am, 98s.
So it's appearing in the screen here, 9877748.
Yes, ma'am.
Perfect. So one moment, there seems to be technical problem here. So it's just a quiz that I would like to have just to understand your profile a bit, just 2 questions. So we have 100 participants here. I just wanted to know if majority of them are in marketing or which specialization. That's the main idea. So were you able to log in, and do you see anything said there? Abhinaya?
Ma'am?
Are you still there?
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah. Did you manage to log in?
Yes, ma'am. I logged in, ma'am. It's asking for a question. What do you think important to secure a job?
Yes. Could you please answer it for me?
Okay.
All of you guys, whoever is here right now. So, wow. Okay. So there are around 19 professional working people in this. So I'm just going to share my screen. So this is what I see. I don't know why it's too slow today. So we have 31% interested to continue in HR and 19% interested to continue in marketing and 24% working professionals. Okay. So I have 19 people, 21 people still answering. That's good. So I see high amount of HR interested people here. Interesting. Okay. So I go to the next question. So do you see my next question now? You've already answered. All right, const perfect. That's what I was looking for. All right. So I see a lot of them are interested in HR and 22% in marketing. Okay. All right. So I just wanted to make sure I talked to the right crowd about marketing and wanted to see if you're interested in what I'm interested to show today. Looks like the second part is okay. All right. So agenda for the day. So we need to understand the dynamics of marketing. We will see how the traditional marketing has shifted to digital marketing and where we can improve our end-to-end marketing structure and how we can enable ourselves to adapt to this change and what kind of certifications would help you secure a job or enhance your knowledge or even just to make sure you're up to the trend and you can crack few interviews and an overview of different disciplines of digital marketing because I see most of them not only students, most of the working professional around me at my office or anywhere I meet. Digital marketing, they closely associate the term with social media marketing. So that is just one part literally of digital marketing. So we have several aspects and disciplines in digital marketing. We can go through what kind of space you are interested in to pursue your career in digital marketing. So that's going to be covered. And I will also shortly show you how to use LinkedIn as a tool to reach out to your favorite companies, recruitment agencies, and to pitch your resume and how do you land a job in this scenario where you have pandemic. I'm going to be brutally honest here. It's not going to be an easy cakewalk for you guys when you come out of your student life. So let's see what can help and how you can upskill and what kind of certifications can help you get a job. And basics of end-to-end marketing and customer decision journey. So what a customer goes through right from the idea of having to buy a product or they have a need and what kind of journey they go through. It's basically you and I, all of us go through the same journey from wanting to have a product to owning a product. So be it business to business, business to consumers, it's a journey that they make, and it's for the marketers to understand what pain points they have and how we pitch our product. So it's completely different than before when we had traditional marketing versus digital marketing. So digital marketing is not just having an Instagram account, using TikTok, Snapchat, Facebook, LinkedIn, Twitter, blogging. No. Digital marketing is a wide spectrum on its own. And it's really important to understand how we effectively use all the channels available in digital marketing, and social media marketing is just one part of digital marketing. So when you talk about traditional marketing in the earlier days, like 15 years back, 10 to 15 years back, it was always press advertising, print medium, a lot of papers were thrown at us. Like at home, you will get so many papers, journals, all of it were happening in print medium. So back then, not everyone had mobile device, iPad, laptop, desktop, always owning a personal computers at home. So yes, people used to be very, very into traditional marketing mode. And it was always via press releases, press medium, press advertising, radio and TV broadcasting, outdoor advertising like banner ads, billboards, all these cold calling, and everything was happening in a traditional way 50 years back, to be frank. But then, yeah, last 10 years, we have seen immense shift in that space. So marketing has evolved from being just traditional and using paper medium and using outdoor activities to indoor, when you have so many other things to concentrate on: mobile marketing, affiliate marketing, social media marketing, online press releases, email marketing, search engine marketing, search engine optimization, analyzing everything with so many zillions of tools you have just to analyze what a visitor does on a website. You have heat mapping. You have so many areas to work on to effectively measure all your activities from a company's point of view to assess your cost benefit ratio. It helps. So when I don't know why it's okay. So when you talk about digital marketing, it's always customer first. Nowadays, there's so much of competition. One product is marketed by hundreds of companies. So the main focus right now is customer centric. Earlier, it used to be, I have a product and I'm going to share it with you. You have to buy it. And I'm going to enforce so many benefits of having that product to you. That's it. That was traditional. But now you start with customers. What is their pain point? What are they looking for? What do they want to achieve by having a product? And then you write your ad, you write your copy, tailoring to that content. So what do they search is the research you need. What do they experience as a pain is the research. As a marketer, as an MBA holder, you need to understand and strategically devise and use all the channels available in the digital medium to address their pain points. So that's when you hit the target and they are convinced and they come to you and buy your product. So it's a reverse way of working these days. To have it working that way and to effectively have a sale, you need to start, as I said, with the customer. And you have loads of information available online, which you can do, which you can use and do your primary research, secondary research. You can actually say what they are searching for. You have tools to see. I'll show you what kind of tools we have. You can actually use that tool and say, if the person is searching for a commercial search, like someone is asking, where is a Thai restaurant in 100 meters from my area where I'm living? Or if it is an informational search about an actor, about a vocalist, or any kind of service. So you can segregate each and every search into different buckets, and you tailor the content writing and product promotion towards each bucket. And customer journey has changed, as I've told you. We will go through that in a few minutes. But now no one is just talking about marketing. Earlier, marketing used to be a separate department. Sales used to be a separate department. Cold calling will be happening in the marketing side as a telecaller job. And then when the leads are passed to sales, they would pursue. Now that is not happening anymore. Everything is integrated. So we call it in the corporate terms as smarketing. I don't know if you have heard of it. I hope you heard of it. So marketing is sales enabled marketing. You have a marketing funnel, you have a sales funnel, and you integrate it, and that's when a sale happens. So everything is integrated these days to achieve something. And everything starts with optimizing organically whatever content you have in all the channels, digital channels, and paying and promoting all these optimized organic content to your right target group to get maximum out of it. So for instance, if I have acne and I would like to buy a cream, so I am going to do all sorts of research from my side and check what all options I have, and I would consume loads of information online by searching for a keyword. How do I remove acne? What products helps to remove acne? How do I treat acne? Do I go organic way and do dieting and change my whole diet plan so I get better results? So you already saw so many business opportunities here where as a commercial point of view, the company should start writing content for these research that people do. So basically you do keyword research to provide any content online in the digital platform. You see what customers search or the visitors search for. You actually have the data and tools to narrow down what their problem is. And then you create content based on their problem, an effective content which is legit and which is speaking the truth, and that which is going to have an impact on the consumers at the end consumer side. So if you look into this, it's a loop, as we call it. So first, initially, you have thousands of brands, and then consumer as a person who has a problem, I go search and I narrow down few brands that I think has good reviews and that I think would help me, and then I actively evaluate peer-to-peer review, word of mouth review, ask my neighbors, ask everyone on online research, and then I narrow down to 2-3 brands, and then I make a sale. And then the company needs to be very careful in looping that sale to have future sales. So loyalty. So they have to get them into the loyalty loop so they can upsell the product, different products. So from a sale and company's point of view, the customer journey goes through into major 4 cycles, and you need to keep it into the cycle all the time. So that's the idea behind the transformation now. So as I said, digital marketing is just not about social media marketing. You have several disciplines into it. So holistically, you need to start working from start to the end, a 360-degree campaign. For any campaign to work well, you need to start with a point, call it a website, have the content rich there, and then start marketing on different channels, measure what is happening on each channel, how the content is consumed, how welcome the content is, read the review, analyze the social tools, analyze the social media. Social listening is very, very powerful these days. You get to hear directly from the consumers. So you take in all the inputs, give your research team, give your product development team the inputs, and they see the pain, what the customer is facing, and then they work. Everything is happening digitally these days. You get all these data in the digital platform. So we call it SEO. I hope you heard of it. SEO is search engine optimization. So search engines are so many these days, but widely used is Google Chrome, Firefox, Yahoo, Bing, so many search engines. So whatever content you write needs to be search engine optimized, because at the end of the day, when you put out all your content on all these search engines, it's read by bots. They call it spiders or crawlers. So there's an algorithm behind. It searches the keywords. It's trying to go match what a person is searching for, and the content displaying for that search as a result on any of the search engine is going to be matched by a bot. So content optimization is essential for anything to work. It starts with search engine optimization. We will go a little bit into it because it's on its own. It's a whole huge topic. It cannot be covered in one day. So I would be talking about all of these disciplines of digital marketing very, very shortly. So you get to know that social media marketing is not the only part of digital marketing, but there are several other parts of digital marketing, and you need to connect all these dots for any campaign to work. So then you have search engine advertising, where you have advertising options on Google, advertising options on Bing, on Yahoo, on any search engine. And then you have third-party website advertisements like banner ads. So I have a website, and for instance, Amazon has a website, of course, and they can have influencers blog where they can ask for a write-up. So there are influencers helping Amazon. So you can actually have advertisements shown on several other third-party websites as well. Though you own a website, you can redirect the traffic from a website where you think your target group is visiting most. So that is another spectrum of promotional advertising. And you have social media marketing and strategy. You have several social media channels, LinkedIn, Google Plus, Facebook, Instagram, all these channels. So for each and every business, depending on your product, you need to have a strategy to analyze which tools, which channels would help your business drive traffic and help drive sales. So you will have social media channels. You will have to have a social media calendar, a complete strategy. And then you have social media advertising. You can have organic planning, where you don't spend anything, but you keep pushing the content on the social media platform. And you have advertising, where you pay and push this content to your right audience. Like if I am a company who is selling acne solving cream, then I would be targeting 14 years to 30, 35 years maybe. So that would be my target group, and I would be targeting my ads to that group. So that way you can narrow down your target group. You start with buyer persona. So you do all the activities before launching any campaign in any of these channels. And then once you have done all the content creation, you launch out everything live on all the digital platforms, the main aspect of the main play comes here. That's analytics. So everything is out there, and you need to know how it is consumed. That's when you have several tools, which I will show you. Like the major two tools used by corporate companies is Google Analytics and Adobe Analytics. So these two tools actually give you so much of data saying from which country a visitor is coming and visiting your blog or your website. So are they purchasing and dropping out before making a sale? After adding it to the carts, they are dropping off. So how do you calculate all these? How do you get the data? So these tools help you understand how much time each visitor spends on your website, which part of your website. So you have top to bottom a whole complete web page where you have so much of content, video content, audio content, podcasts, PDF downloads, so many stuff, so many different forms of content, rich web pages available for you. And you have several visitors coming onto it. These tools exactly tell you that these many people clicked your video, these many people clicked your audio, these many people downloaded the product brochure. So this gives you exactly to see which type of content is having much consumption when it comes to the visitor's behavior. So analyzing visitors' behavior and providing more of that sort of content will help you drive more traffic. So all these, and then when you do advertisements, you're paying money. So when you pay money and show a website or a product to a customer or a general public, they click on it and they land on your website, but they immediately bounce off, which means it's not relevant. So we will see how to make it relevant and how these tools will help us improve our marketing activities. And if you are a designer, if you are interested in designing, if you have good sense in analyzing which color combination works, online, offline, anything, if you are good at designing, then you can take it up as a whole different career, designing career, where you need to have tool knowledge. You need to know the tools, digital tools to produce and, all these engaging content that can be used on different platforms. And then when you have all the content available everywhere digitally, you need to start email marketing, because not everyone is aware going on to social media platforms, going on to Google, going on to search engines, and reading your press releases on different journals. Not everyone is everywhere. So you need to tap, as I said, 360-degree approach. You need to have a campaign launched in all the digital platforms to cover the entire base of your target group and make a sale or create awareness if that's your goal, etc. So we will see a brief bit about digital email marketing, and then content management. You have loads of tools for content management system called CMS. In that, you can learn a lot. You can work in that area. And then finally, when you have event happening right now with COVID, there is no much activity with respect to events, at least in Europe. But I know in our country, it's more relaxed, and everyone is carrying about their daily activities normally these days. But when you have an event or a congress or a large gathering where you showcase your product, trade shows. So in my scenario, I work with Philips Medical Devices. So we have huge congresses where all the doctors, like 15,000, 20,000 doctors across the globe come and join together in a congress, and they hear from the industry experts. So in that case, Philips and their competitors, like several other competitors, showcase our products there. So how do you communicate Philips's presence at an event? And how do you communicate about a new product that's going to be launched at an event? And whom do you communicate? Which medium to pick? These are all the strategy. As an MBA marketer, you need to be aware of and make decisions which a common man wouldn't possess. So this is where you make yourself stand out when compared to a person who's just buying online and consuming the product. And we will see a brief bit about internal comms. It's just that you do all these activities and you need to inform all your marketing activities to your salespeople at the end of the day, so they can actually have these links passed on. Or when you have this kind of pandemic struck and you are stuck at home, this digital platform is actually helping marketers as well as salespeople to get the sale done. So for now, do we have any questions, or do you think it's a bit boring, or do you have any topic preference where you would like to go in detail? And I really would like to hear any of you speak. I'm bored of my own voice. Are you guys still there? Hello? Abhinaya to the rescue. Okay.
No doubts, ma'am. You can continue.
Okay. All right. In that case, so we have, of course, business to business, business to consumer, and I wouldn't like to go in depth into those very basic topics, because as an MBA graduate or a student, you would be learning about this every day. So when you have business to business, like I'm into business to business space where my products are used by doctors, and I target my product advertisements towards doctors and towards hospitals where they have the buying capacity to invest in my product. And that's why my product is always targeted to from business to a business sector. While business to consumer it's just, you have these ads here. So Adidas, all these shoes, beautiful shoes, they just target to us I'm one of their consumer, so I'm one of their customer. So all these ads, if you see here, this is a very nice ad done, which is self-explanatory and which has all the details I need on it. This is a Google advertisement. In this, you have a lot of things going into work. I can show you, I can explain briefly about it in the next slide. And this is a typical example of how a business to business advertisements work. So you have these ads on Google, which is targeting from one business to another business. So the ad copy written there needs to be having a different language, in the sense professional language. And there are a lot of other aspects that goes into getting these ads shown to our right target group. So as I said, the first topic of interest would be search engine optimization. Your content is the king. If your content is not up to the mark, however much you pay and promote, however you struggle to get this content in front of the eyes of your customers or your ultimate consumers that you think would be benefited, wouldn't be happy to look at it. So your content is king. You have the content now. Now, how do you optimize it so that all these Google bots, Google spiders, all these bots understand the content and show my content exactly to the search keyword that someone enters on the search engine? So you have to do a keyword research, which basically involves head keyword, body keyword, and a tail keyword. So 2 words of keyword isn't always going to work. People are searching for entire sentences on search engines on Google. People say, why do I have acne, for instance? Then you need to have a content addressing to that point. And yeah, so you can see what kind of questions they ask. Everything is available online now. You just pick a segment. So for me, I'm with Philips, as I said, my medical devices. I go and search on these tools online and see what doctors are searching for, and I follow all these doctors on their different social profiles. And there are several journals where the doctors go and read. So I analyze the keyword and then I write my content towards it. Then I actually have an engagement happening there. I deliver what people are searching for. So basically, search engine optimization involves on-page optimization and off-page optimization. I'm not going to bore you guys with in-depth details, but any content should have a title tag and then a short description, because whatever you search online on Google, there is a heading and a URL, and then 2-3 lines describing what you can find in that web page. So that needs to be optimized with appropriate keywords, because when someone searches for something, that keyword should match with the content that you have on your title tag, on your description, and the body of the content. So anything you write, anything you have on your website needs to address the pain point or the keywords that your ultimate target group is searching online. So if you look at the metrics or all these stuff, you need to optimize each and every topic mentioned here with your content. So if your content has images, you alt tag the images. If you do this, when you search on Google, you have images tab, right? You have a tab separately for images when you see all the images displayed. So if you give your image a name that is appropriate with the keyword, and if someone is searching for that particular keyword, your image shows up on the Google search result. So all these algorithm, all these page experience, user experience, everything happens behind the screen. So you work on the content, you work on optimizing it, you work on keyword research, and then you have something ready to go online. But this is just on-page optimization. When you talk about off-page optimization, you have Alagappa University website, for instance. That's the domain. So it has a lot of content in it. It has so much of website value, because it would have been old. It would have been for a few years. So it has content authority, page authority, domain authority. Now you need to enrich it with content that needs to be updated, which needs to address the current scenario. Again, for which you can use Google Alerts, Google Trends. These are all tools where you can see what is trending and you write content about it. So you need to match the industry that you're in with the current trend, what is happening with the keyword research, with the content production, and then what kind of content you want to produce. Is it video, audio, downloadable content, etc. All these. So there is an entire end-to-end process for any marketing campaign to work on with respect to digital marketing. So if you see, these are the tools that I was talking about. Maybe you can just take this as an example. Or also this. One moment, I'll share the screen here. This is in depth, yeah, I'm just showing you how it works and what can be done. These are all free tools and anyone can have access to it. And my internet connection is slow maybe, or I don't know why it's taking a lot of time. Okay. It's not working. Anyways, I'll try something else then. Any other tool here, maybe here. That's strange. Let me try. Okay, there you go. So you have so many tools online, but these three tools are my favorites. So you can actually use this tool and understand what is being searched online and what kind of keywords you can target, etc. So okay, this is how a tool looks, and you can search for a keyword and you can narrow down to which country you want to see the search volume. So this is a bit technical, but this is how you do a keyword research. So you search for summer shoes. I had this given here, but I don't know why it's not working. I'm so sorry. It doesn't work anymore. Anyways, so you have these tools here. If you want to check out any of these tools, you just open the tool and then you type in any keyword that you want, and it gives you a list of recommendations of how people are searching about for that topic, and you can start writing content about it. So that's how you do a keyword research, and this keyword research is really helpful because for any SEO optimization job openings, you will have to identify. This is how a typical SEO job opening description would look like. So you will have to audit the site, check all the content on your website. As an SEO analyst, you would be asked to check all the content on the website, if everything is rightly tagged, if to make sure all the images are tagged properly, the content is rich with keywords, appropriate keywords, etc. So you have several job openings on LinkedIn if you would like to pursue this way for your future. So you could just search for SEO job openings, and then you can see several job descriptions like this. And what you would have to do, or what I would do, is I go through all these demands and I see if I understand anything. And if I don't understand anything, I just research myself and try to understand how better to work. But so you do the search engine optimization, and this involves no money until this stage. When you have the content optimized, when you finally think all my content is up to date, I have done my keyword research, I know what my target customers are searching for, and I've developed everything. Now I'm ready to go online and I've launched it. And then you find there is no much traffic, there is no much sale happening, there is no much consumption. Then you start to push the same content by paying Google, by paying all the search engine means that you have. So that's called as search engine advertising. You do advertisements on Google, on Bing, on Yahoo. So these are typical advertising ways that people use. So there you measure cost per click for an ad. So for instance, this is an ad which is well written. So it already says an ad and it's for a diamonds factory, and you have all the details already in the ad, which triggers people to click on it. So there is a person who writes this ad and makes sure all the keywords are available after the keyword research in this ad. So Google shows my ad, though I'm paying to Google, Google is not going to show immediately my ad. So there is a different algorithm working with Google or any other search engine for that matter. You write an ad and then you make it available online, and Google checks the ad copy, checks your URL to see if the ad copy is talking about whatever the ad copy is talking about is available on the landing page or on the website that you are sharing. So for instance, for a typical example, if I search for summer or winter boots online, and I get showed an ad like this, winter boots, talking about winter boots, and I click on it and I land on a page where it's talking about summer slippers, then there is a disagreement because I was looking for winter boots. So then I have clicked the ad. So typically you need to pay when someone is engaging with your ad to Google. So I have paid for the click that I got from Google. Ultimately, the visitor is not happy. He would immediately bounce off. He would just close off and run away because that was not he was looking for. He was looking for winter boots, and he landed on a web page where it was talking about summer slippers. So the coherence between the ad and the landing page needs to be taken care by the SEO or ad campaign manager. So all these technicalities determine your click-through rate. So many times your ads were shown to your target group, you define the target group. So if you're a local business, you are selling something in Chennai, and especially in particular area, and you can set a target radius of about 10 kilometers, and you can say my ads needs to be shown to this target group, this target area only. You can narrow down where your ad needs to be shown, which area your ad needs to be shown, and how much you're willing to pay for one click that you get from people who are engaging with your ad. There is so much happening behind. So the effectiveness of any ad is determined by Google to show depending on the quality score you get. That means, as I said, if you see all these ads, you have clear defined call to action. Call to action is clicking through and searching for more information. And these ads are shown only for people who are searching for diamond ring, for instance, etc. I will come back to it. Designer. So this is Google ad. I had a question asking what is the scope of designer in digital marketing. There's a huge scope. So this is all regarding search engine optimization, search engine advertising, where you have display ads. So if you see here, this is a website, and on top of it, you have a banner ad where there is graphic designing involved, right? So there is a need for a graphic designer to use Adobe Photoshop, Illustrator, all these tools. So where they create these visual ads, and then this is being shown on a display advertisement. These are all text ads. You have different forms of ads on each platform, be it Google or be it social media, LinkedIn, Twitter. Each and every platform has their own dimensions. So a creative designer is in huge demand with digital marketing space. So this can be a GIF ad. It can be carousel ad. There are several forms of ads that you can create with the help of creative designers. So they play a huge role in digital marketing. Talking about keyword research, So this is a typical example. So you have several tools again for keyword research. If you just go on Google and search keyword research tools, you have multiple keyword research tools, and you can just enter one of them and then say, for instance, British Airways, they did a keyword research, and this is for Greater London, just the London city area. And they found for 1 month, there were 100 people, 100 search volume for a keyword called low fares. So low fares were searched for this British Airways 100 times for a month in the city of London. While if you see cheap flights, this keyword was searched more than 5 lakh times in the city of Greater London for British Airways. So cheap flights with British Airways, cheap flights, something like that. So as a Google Ads manager, you would target this keyword because this keyword is being searched by so many people so many times in this city of London. So you can narrow down saying it's a bidding platform. It's like an auction market. So you just say, Google, that I will pay you a cost per click, say €2 a day, and for a click, €2 for a click on my ad, and you say for cheap flights as a keyword, Google should be showing my ad that I've written in the city of Greater London only. So you are narrowing down, your ad is served only to that city, and only when people are searching for cheap flights, because you already know out of your keyword research that there is huge potential for this particular keyword. So you're going to bid your money on it. And if British Airways is bidding on a high searched keyword, cheap flights, the same would be done with Lufthansa, several other competitors. They all will be bidding for that particular keyword because they all have keyword research tools in their reach. They do the research and find everyone is searching for that keyword. So you have a lot of search volume for a month. So many times this particular keyword is searched. Then you have to improve on your ad quality. You have to improve on several other aspects. So the ad campaign itself will take a day or two or a week to explain because it has so many dimensions that you need to check to have your ad shown on Google and to be clicked and have a great user experience. So this tool, Google Trend, helps show what kind of topics are trending and you with respect to your industry. And then you research, be it educational industry, be it chemical industry, be it aviation industry, any industry, you do the keyword research, you go check on Google Trends and see what kind of topics are being discussed. And this is how a typical Google keyword research tool looks. Google itself has a Google keyword research tool. This is how it looks. And it shows you monthly average searches for one particular keyword over a period of time. And then you can take that particular keyword and start paying money for that particular keyword to ask Google to show your ad on their platform. So that's how it works. I don't know how far you are able to follow because it's completely being monologue. And apart from Abhinaya, no one is participating. So if it is too detailed, maybe we should cut it short. But as far as this, did anything make sense to any of you? You could ping me, you could write a message here if you're not ready to talk. Are you guys still there? Are you guys still there? Abhinaya, are you there? Okay, I really want to know if anything made sense at all.
Ma'am, it was quite interesting. These topics are very interesting to listen, ma'am.
Okay. And do you think all your colleagues or your friends would have been able to follow?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. Sure, ma'am.
Okay, perfect. All right. So you have, okay, when you get into social media marketing, that's a whole lot different from search engine marketing. And I know several of you are there on Snapchat, on Instagram, on Twitter, LinkedIn, Facebook. You do have a YouTube account or follow YouTube videos. But from business point of view, I don't know if my link is going to work because annoyingly, my links are not working. Let's try this because this is a very interesting conversation. So if you are there on, I hope you all are there on social media platform. I would suggest you to follow few of these companies where they are very creative with their posts, very engaging and interesting, witty as well. So if you are able to follow these, you will have great ideas popping into your mind. And if you think your future is into marketing, if you think you would like to venture into marketing, and if you think you are witty, you are very good at cracking jokes, sensible jokes, not a stupid joke, then this is the place for you. So you can be a social media manager. So if you see here, this is a tweet by McDonald's. So it's always, I'm sorry, there is work happening. I hope I'm clear. I'm audible. So it's always, when is the McRib coming back, and never how are you doing person who runs the McDonald's account. So there is eventually, at the end of the day, you have a person, human being, maintaining all these social media channels for each and every company. So this McDonald guy, social media guy, put out a tweet like this, and you should see all the hilarious replies he had. Like Microsoft replied, you have so many companies engaging there, and starting a social media support group, in my honest opinion, if you would like to join. So it's like you have so much of content here. If you enjoy being this witty, if you enjoy being this creative, and if you are very good at writing something, then social media manager is the profile that you are targeting towards for your future. So yes, it's not always about the product, he says. It's about the person who runs the account. No one cares about me. And you have several big brands replying back, and so many consumers even put out pictures of them enjoying and not enjoying their food, honest opinion. So yes, you have so much happening in there, and you have a lot to learn by following such engaging accounts. Even McD's competitors were replying something witty. This was hilarious to go through. And yes, that's why I wanted to show you. This is how you keep it engaging. You need to be engaging. You need to be witty. You need to be creative. You need to be sensitive, because you're representing a brand. So it could be business to B2C environment, where you have P&G products, L'Oreal, and you have cosmetics. You have fast food chain of restaurants, brands. They all have social media presence. So, and if you think you are witty, you are creative, then this is the place you are looking at. So there are several social tools again. These are some, and you have BuzzSumo, where you just have to type in BuzzSumo on the Google, and you have the tool in there. You can see which kind of post is maximum maximum shared, retweeted, engaged, and talked about. So any keyword that you would like to concentrate on for your product, be it B2B or B2C, you just have to go type about the keyword on the BuzzSumo, and it gives you social listening report. So it gives you everything about which channel the keyword is spoken about, where they are speaking about this keyword, how they are speaking about this keyword. Is it positive feedback, or are they talking negative about your brand? Is there a scope for you to learn something about your product and anything to improve? So yeah, instead of going to Facebook, LinkedIn, Twitter, and searching about your product in each and every platform, you have all these tools where you can actually listen to, get a holistic report to improve your products or your service. So yes, there is a strategy to follow. So again, for me, I am into business to business wing. So I concentrate on LinkedIn, I concentrate on Twitter, because this is where doctors are available who are talking about their profession. So then I talk to them about tools that enhance their profession, which will give them a better outcome. So these two mediums are mostly used by business to business segment. At times Facebook too, but business to consumer is when you have Instagram, you have so many influencers on Instagram, Facebook. So there are umpteen number of social media channels. So yes, you choose your channel based on the target group that you're looking at. So that's how you do a social media strategy. And then, okay, and then you create the content. Is it video content? Is it audio content? Uh, is it a meme? Memes are very popular, and I see so many nice memes these days. So yes, you have funny memes, witty memes, informative memes, infographics. So someone had asked me, where's the scope of designer, right? So this is where the scope is. So you come in content creation process, be it a video creation, audio creation, infographic, advertisement that goes on Google, display advertisement, brochure, anything and everything. You need a graphic designer. So there is a lot of scope for graphic designers in digital marketing. So then you see about search, social media. Sorry, one moment. Okay, social media marketing and social media advertisement. So in here you have LinkedIn ads, which I run day in and day out in my life. So I have several campaigns happening in LinkedIn. I have several campaigns, promotional campaigns happening on Google platform. So these are the two major platforms where I pay and promote the content that I create with my team. And you have, again, YouTube, where I also promote the doctors' tutorials, case studies, where they perform the surgery. And then it is video recorded for other doctors to watch and learn. So it's a constant learning process for anyone and everyone in here. So these all tools and channels help us promote a new content that we create with the team, with the marketing team. I mean, of course, you give the cue to sales team, so you bridge the marketing and sales funnel. But I think this is too much of lecturing happening here. So, but yeah, you effectively use social media platforms too in digital marketing. And you start with the buyer persona. What, for instance, in Facebook and Instagram and LinkedIn, you want your ads to be shown only to particular age group. So for instance, for me, my products are towards doctors, and I concentrate on LinkedIn. And I do not give an age of about 65, because all the products that I'm talking about is invasive. So when you're born as a baby, you have no clogging in your arteries and veins. But as you grow up, every artery and vein is clogged. And you work out, you maintain your diet, you stay active. That's how we evolve and age old. But there are circumstances where you have all the arteries and veins blocked by calcium deposits, by fat tissues, cholesterol. So that's when Philips's products helps with the laser products. They just break open the calcium blocks. So what I need to do is I need to find my doctors who are technically, digitally savvy, because all the products that I am marketing is digital products, where it is all involving doctors using the product with the technical knowledge of using it. Plus, they have to be digitally able to use it, because it's going to show everything on the larger screen, and they need to analyze and understand what the data means before they treat the patient. So above 65 years of doctors may not be digitally savvy. So my target group would be between 30 and 65. So my ads would be shown to the doctors available on LinkedIn, Twitter, Google, between 30 to 65. So likewise, if you are in B2B segment, you narrow down based on gender, based on age, based on location, based on their interest. So if a person likes something on Facebook, you already know his interest. So you narrow down your ads to a particular segment and show it exactly to that place, to that audience, and then increase traffic to your website. Eventually, you show an ad and give the link to them, so they click on it and learn more by visiting the website. So that's how you engage. And yeah, so via social media, you can actually increase sales by increasing traffic to your website. And then you generate leads, that is email IDs are captured. You can retarget them. So you leave a cookie basically on their IP address, and then when they visited your product, and then you can retarget them by showing ads and making them aware that you were interested. Hey, you were interested on my product and you left off. Maybe it's time you visit us again, and maybe you find it interesting again. So something like that, retargeting your potential customers who might have just dropped off in between for any reason. So you have so many tools to analyze what kind of behavior was there on your web page from your potential group of customers, because you are showing your ads only to that particular segment, and you see so much of traffic coming in because of your ads. So many clicks have happened, so many clicks happened, and so much I have paid for Google, so much I have paid for social media channels, and I see so many people clicking on my link and they are landing on my landing page. And what they are doing, you analyze with the tool. There is heat map, that's called as heat map, where you see someone clicking, adding it to the cart, and dropping off. They're not making a sale. So you basically analyze what they do on your landing page and how you can optimize it. So if they add to the cart and they drop off, maybe when you retarget your ads towards that person, you add in saying, hey, there is a discount of 10% if you purchase today. And maybe from the cart that they added, they will make a sale. So something like that. So there is so much of dynamics happening behind in the strategy. So you have, again, I don't know if my link is going to work. I'm going to try. But if it doesn't work, let me show you finally on LinkedIn platform itself how you can, I think you should be able to do it, but you can search for any segment that you're interested in and then find your job there. But yeah, okay, it's not working. And as I said, I'm not going into detail here, but you see, you have organic traffic that's coming in after you put out your content online. You don't pay anything to promote, but already people are finding it interesting with the content merely on it. And then you measure it with the Google. So this is how Google Analytics report looks like. This I don't know if you're able to see. One moment. So this is how a report looks like. So you have number of sessions, how many users, that is how many visitors you had on your landing page or your web page, which country they are coming from, and which particular week or day, or which particular hour in a day, like which particular segment, like morning session or evening session or mid-noon, when did you have a lot of traffic, etc. So you analyze everything and you improve your advertisement, you improve your strategy. You do a lot more when you have this data. So the data is new oil and content is king. So these are the two phrases that I go work with every day. So I create an essentially informative content for my target group, and I put it out there for them to consume. and I watch them how they consume, and then I analyze the data that I get out of all these Google Analytics tool, Adobe tool, that actually reads my visitors' behavior on the landing page or on the website or on the web page that I advertise. And then I optimize my advertisements, and then I change my landing page content. I cater to their needs. So it actually works in a reverse process. So if luckily my system started working, and so this is one of the interesting job openings I saw. So if you see here, this part, requirements, you need to be having a knowledge about email marketing, display advertisements, where you have graphic designers need there, and SEO, search engine optimization, search engine marketing, social media advertisements, and analytics. So analytics is a key. Without the data, you can never improve any of your campaign across the digital platform. So this is something really interesting, and this is only possible with digital marketing, whereas in the traditional way of marketing that we had earlier, you just hand out a pamphlet, you just hand out a brochure, you just hand out newspapers. You can never measure to improve, or you have no data from it. And that's just, I don't know, I cannot say waste of money. It was just that we were not aware that it can be measured. And when we went into this digital medium, we have everything in our hands. We know what the customers are searching for. We cater to their needs. We do a research and development. We produce something that is catering their needs, and we put it out there for them to choose our product with a lot of information to consume for them before they take an informed decision. And then when they make a sale, we get them into the loyalty loop. So that's how a company works these days. Every company, for that matter, is into this digital world. So that's one thing about Google Analytics. And so for people who are interested in designing tools, I would say I worked with few of these tools here, and my favorite is Photoshop. Adobe Pro is a pain. It's really painful to sit and edit videos. But yes, when you have a team and a designer who has the capacity to work on all these Adobe full stack tools, apps, programs, then it's a gift to the company, because they indeed hire graphic designers. They need them to produce all these assets that is available for the consumers to use or consume on the digital platform. So again, I don't know if it works, but yes, so you have several job openings for designers if you are interested in designing. I also saw a comment asking for the scope of designers in there. Okay, that was not supposed to happen. Where? Okay, here. So yes, this is a huge world where you have demand, and if you are good at creativity, if you're good at designing color combinations, then yes, go learn all these tools. For sure you can get a job, because yeah, everyone is living in digital world, and you need designers to make it happen the way it is happening right now, engaging content and informational content, etc. So email marketing, I'm going to cut it short, but before that, a quick check. Is everyone here still, or already sleeping, already bored of my voice? Perfect silence. Okay, is there, I can pick a name up. Abhinaya, I will spare you this time. So Arju, I don't know, that the first name I see on my screen. Arjun, are you there? Okay. So anyone who is listening to me, could you please tell me Was it too fast? Was it understandable? Were you able to follow me? Or was it not interesting at all?
No, ma'am, it's not like that. It's a very interesting topic,
Ma'am,
ma'am. Actually, we are listening you, ma'am.
Perfect. Thank you. And what's your name?
Uh, Praveen, ma'am. Praveen Kumar.
Wow. Thank you, Praveen. It's really nice to hear some other voice right now. I'm so bored of my
Thank you,
voice
ma'am.
now. Thank you. So, all right. Thanks for the response. So, email marketing, when you have all these email IDs collected from your website, from your social media, from Google advertisement or search engine advertisement, you target everyone to this website or web page where you have information. And then you ask them to enroll for more details. You capture their email ID and you put all these email ID into a system email marketing machine where you have several email marketing providers like Eloqua. CRM tools are so many. You have Salesforce, you have SAP, where you have Marketing Cloud, where you can customize email. So you have to. There is a separate job opening for CRM managers, CRM marketers, CRM specialist, customer relationship management. That's a whole new topic because email marketing is still on fire. So it creates a lot of traction. It is very engaging. It still turns out to be one of the most popular channels where every company is still advertising on, is still using that medium to spread the message out. So in email marketing, from a glance, from overarching view, you have to segment based on your product category, or you can segment based on the demography. You segment it. The list, email list that you create and segment needs to be have put in different buckets, where you have country segmentation, where you have customer lifecycle segmentation. Some customers may have just visited your website and you already captured their email ID. It's there in the system database. It's in the early life cycle stage. And if you see them downloading brochures, PDFs, watching videos, video completion rate based on the IP address, you target your ads, retarget to them, and then you see them engaging and consuming a lot of content on your landing on your website. Then you give them score. So if they watch 2-3 videos, you give them 10 points. That's how a corporate works. So if you see that particular IP address engaging and listening to your podcasts or audio files that's available on the landing page, you see them downloading brochure, informative brochure, you see them downloading one pager, flyer, anything on your website. If you see them consuming a lot of assets on your landing page or your website, you just keep giving them score. And you keep a rule, like give a rule on all these CRM tools that if someone has scored 70 plus, they go into a late life cycle stage. And if someone has just entered the CRM database, you just have their email ID captured today, then you keep nurturing them with the email marketing. So it could be bi-weekly or monthly, not to bore them with so much of content, but yeah, passively you keep them in the loop and you keep nurturing them about your product, your new product releases, your new software releases. So it's a cadence of emails, and it needs to be ready. So you create a template as an email marketer. You create a template for each customer in their customer journey. So you have early customer journey, middle, and then the late customer journey, where you have different emails created. And then you segment that according to your product availability. You have thousands of products. For instance, Bosch has so many products. P&G has so many products. So you have these email marketing person who is sitting there and compartmentalizing and putting each and every one in the buckets where he has segmented. So he needs to create a list based on demography, based on history of their participation with the website, relationship, and this life cycle. And then when you send out all these emails bi-weekly or weekly or monthly, you do the analysis. So sorry, it's behaving weird. So you check the reporting. So all these CRM tools like SAP has Marketing Cloud, HubSpot has Marketing Cloud, Eloqua has Marketing Cloud. These are the major email marketing machines that corporates use. So these corporates, these email marketing softwares, they give you a report saying how many people opened your email, how many people clicked on the links that you have, and how many people unsubscribed, and how many people just visited and bounced back. So for how many people your email was delivered and it didn't go into the spam. So all these will help you analyze and then optimize your segmentation, and also plan how you want to send out your email. Is it bi-weekly, or if there is so much of engagement, you make it weekly. If they are already if you see already so many unsubscribers, you make it monthly, and so on and so forth. So again, it's a huge cycle. So we are coming to the tail end. Good news. So I'm going to let you off. So basically, you have a marketing funnel that's appearing like this. You have awareness stage, where you have where they call it as top of the funnel. This is the funnel structure. You have SEO done. You have social media marketing. You have these webinars. Website is up to date. Blogging is up to date. Video promotions, ebooks, events. Everywhere you market your products. And you get your email IDs or leads, you capture them based on the impressions, how many times your ads were shown, how many people clicked on, landed on your site, how many people bought your product. So all these metrics measure your performance on the top of the funnel. That's the awareness stage. And then when you have the consideration stage, you qualify. So you have people giving their email IDs, and it enters into your database, and you qualify the lead. Is it a fresh lead? They just visited the website and they signed up, or you qualify them already based on their score that you have designed. You have given, if you see them engaging so much, they've downloaded so much of content, then you keep increasing their score. And if you see them, they are potential customers, could be potential customers in the future, you make them as marketing qualified leads. They call it as MQL. And then you pass it on to salespeople for them to pursue those leads and make them sales qualified leads. So these all happens in the middle of the funnel, where you keep nurturing each and every lead. Every lead could be email ID, phone number, their contact. That's all it is. And then the decision making stage, where they buy it. They are a happy customer now. You found an opportunity, you close the deal, and you propose for a new, if you would like, if they are happy to increase their bandwidth, if they want to know more, you propose more, or you close the win. And then there is a retention stage, where you need to keep the customer happy. You onboard them, you support them with the technical details of using your product, and you talk about renewal schemes, and you upsell your other products available in your portfolio of products. So yes, so the nurturing can be done with the CRM. CRM is nothing but email marketing mostly. And then where the loyalty loop comprises of support, customer support, training, promotion with other products, so on and so forth. So basically, the marketing funnel looks exactly like this in each and every organization, but you make differences in the stages. You give different segmentation in the lead qualification. You make a strategy where and which channel to use in top of the funnel, in the middle of the funnel, and in the bottom of the funnel, and how you retain your customers. This is the whole marketing structure. And with that, I think it's already too much of monologue, and I see we are nearing the end of the session. So I'm just going to skip this slide. It's just basically saying you have to set your marketing objectives, business objective, do the market research, prepare all the collaterals like assets you need for promotions, and then choose which digital channel you want to go use for each of your business. Is it going to be business to business to consumers, and create a content calendar, keep it going like always, Keep targeting, retargeting, and constant reinforcement is the key. So if you are just shown once, you eventually forget it. If you keep seeing the ad several times, maybe you will get triggered to know more. And that's how a marketer helps drive traffic to the website, converts it to the potential marketing qualified lead, and then to the sales qualified lead, and then you close the deal with the sales team. And then you measure, you optimize, and it's a huge circle. You keep going round and round. But apart from that, this is my inspiration list. And Adobe, someone was interested in designing. If you're interested in designing, go do Adobe Photoshop, Adobe Illustrator, get the certifications done. Practice on yourself, like by yourself, so you equip yourself. But yeah, Adobe CEO is Shantanu, an Indian, and every one of us would know and are proud about Sundar Pichai. He is the Google CEO. Microsoft CEO again is Satya Nadella. You all are aware of these CEOs, I guess, and these are the favorite CEOs I follow on LinkedIn. And not least, Indra Nooyi. So she is a very powerful lady. As a female myself, I draw my inspiration from her. And we have the first woman in the US, vice president-elect, and an Indian, of course. It was a very proud moment for all of us, though it's not something to do with India or Indian politics. It's nice to see Indians go abroad and shine bright and go places. But apart from that, as it's majoritarily a student population, I always like to see, sorry, I made this presentation look ugly. I'm just going to remove. Okay, so Steve Jobs, co-founder and once CEO of Apple. So he always said, companies don't hire people, smart people, to tell them what to do. They hire smart people so they can tell us what to do. So as Vice Chancellor already said, everyone is in the digital world. Everyone is consuming the products online and buying the products on with the online stores available with us. But how do you, MBA students, distinguish and stand out yourself with the rest of the population comparatively? And when you get into a corporate world, how can you make a change? Is a question you need to ask. And the answer is, that's what you need to learn in your MBA. And all these that I said, if you are interested in marketing, this is all that you need to do. I know the time is challenging right now. It's very challenging. 100 years once you get the pandemic, and unfortunately, we all are going through this. There are several people with 10, 15 years experience losing their job. And as a fresher, when you start out, it's going to be tough. I'm not going to be saying everything is going to be roses. No, it's going to be tough. So what can you do? Just a tip from my side, start a blog. If you're good at writing, start writing blogs, start writing stories. If you're good at cooking, start having a cooking blog, cookery blog, or a website. Start marketing in all these platforms. For Facebook, from minimum of $1 a day, you can start advertising. So experiment everything. So this way, you start implementing Google Analytics on your website that you own. You can use WordPress. It's a free website platform, free platform where it helps you start a website on your own. Use all these platforms, create a website. If you're good at singing, if you're good at dancing, if you're good at anything at all, just have it on a website, not just on social media platforms. As I said, it's just one part of digital marketing. You have it as recorded items, activities on your website, and you market it on the different social media platforms, on search engines, Google, Yahoo, Bing, whatever. So you can use a bit of money and start experimenting. Creative, you can do the creative designing work for your Google ads, for your social media ads, for your blog that you have written, to promote that as a practice by using Adobe full stack, Adobe Photoshop, Adobe Illustrator, all these tools. So you already experiment all these. And when you appear for a job interview, you're no longer a fresher. You can say you have been a blogger, you have been you have been marketing, you have experience in marketing, you have experience in digital marketing, because you know to use the tools, you know to use keyword research tools, you know to use Adobe or Google Analytics is free. You know to use Google Analytics, you know to analyze a report. So you already stand one step ahead. And when you appear for an interview, make sure you analyze their website beforehand and you give them inputs rather than saying, I can do this, I can do that. No, you already start working for them. You analyze their report. Do you see broken links? Do you see their web page not working? Take a screenshot and then take a printout when you go in person. If it's happening in person, you can just show them, this is where I can help you fix your problems. These are all the problems you have on your website. So already you're working for them. Then it's no more like they give you a job, you find your job in their company's website and you project yourself saying, I can help you fix this. So, and that's one of my strategy that always worked for me in all my interviews so far. And this is Neil Patel. You can browse about him. He is one of the top 10 digital marketeers in the whole world. That's right now extremely renowned in this field. Do follow him on all the social channels, and you can learn a lot without paying anything to do any of his courses. You just have to follow him on all the social channels and use his tools, which can help you learn more. But with that, I finish my monologue. Thank you for opportunity, and I hope you benefited something out of today's session.
Thank you, Aiswarya, for the very nice comprehensive presentation on the digital marketing current scenario. And from the audience, I would like to have feedback from any one of the participants. In case of any doubts or clarifications also, they can ask. But I would like to request one of the participants to come on screen and then share your feedback. In chat box, people are posting informative and all those things, but I want somebody to come online. Yeah, Ashwini, you can come
Yes, sir.
online.
Yes, sir. I want to ask one question to you,
Yeah,
ma'am.
please.
Yeah.
Yes, ma'am. Myself, Ashwini, currently doing second year MBA, ma'am. Actually, my ultimate goal in life is to work in a European country, ma'am, like you. But even I have tried my master degree in abroad, but due to some personal reason, I have opted MBA here. But is MBA is enough to work in European country, or I need to do some masters after this, ma'am? Because you did master degree after your MBA, no, ma'am. So I'm asking this.
So I would say, rather than having thousands of degrees, I would say you start working on blog. So do you have a skill? You start working, you put it out there. So you start using all these tools and you start analyzing each. So if you have an ideal company that you would like to work for, and it should be mostly startup in this scenario, because you really straight away cannot go enter into corporate giants with them laying off so many experienced guys right now in this pandemic. So if you would like to have a chance to start off professionally, I would say start working on your blog. You start using all these tools if you are interested in marketing, and then you analyze any of these small scale companies website, and then project or go with the report to them and say, this is a report, these are the areas you need to fix and I can help you fix. That's how you land the job these days, because they would not hire you to tell you what to do. They expect you to tell them, because you are an MBA graduate and you hold a degree which they might not necessarily hold, but they have the business knowledge, they have the business in their hand, they have the products, you market for them digitally. So for your question to work abroad, I do not have an answer. It's just that you keep working on yourself, and if you are determined, you will find a way to achieve it. But talking about doing several degrees, it's your will and wish. Yes, if you would like to have another degree done in the mass management side, you could opt for European country, and Germany is fully free of charge, is what I heard. Tuition fee is zero, but yes, living costs are really huge. It's going to mount up high, so you can work part time, and if you are good with all these skills, you can actually do freelancing for digital marketing. If you are good at creative designing, you can start creating content for several companies. Do small projects here and there for your pocket money, for your living. But yes, if you are determined to come abroad, you can find a way to do it. And my answer to your question, to do second masters, it's your will and wish. I did my second masters because I was always in India until I was 22 years old. And then I wanted to do something abroad to see how students interact, how they learn, how their education curriculum is. So, and also I found a nice university and I got a seat there. So I pursued my studies there.
Okay, ma'am. Thank you, ma'am. Thank you for your answer. Thank you so much.
Welcome.
Thank you, Aishwarya. I used to actually interact with one professor in Strathclyde, Colin Eden, Professor Colin Eden.
Okay.
Professor Colin Eden. Do you know him? He is.
I don't remember. I don't remember because it's been 10 years, 11 years that I'm not in touch. Sorry.
Colin Eden is a renowned professor in soft system methodology. He is with Strathclyde, your university only. Okay, probably he would not have handled any class for you.
Yeah, I was into international management, maybe.
Yeah,
so
he
was not into.
I used to ask for his research articles, research project updates, and all those things. Very nice. And I've also known some of my students from a previous institution who are currently working in European countries like UK or in France. All these people, they've gone for a second masters in the target country because they would like to have a brand name behind them, stating that they have got acclimatized to the environment, acclimatized to the industry scenario, and probably they were using it as a tool to get a placement there. There are many other.
But if the European country is the target for students right now, I would say start learning the language, German or Dutch or French or these are the language I think I would go after if I would like to study in Europe, because then you stand a better opportunity to bang a job here.
Another way around, like how Mail got into Belgium. That is another route. Mailwahanan got into Belgium without any second masters.
Yeah. Because, so you come on site. Yes. You already work in India. You come on site, and then you shift to the client company or another company. Yes.
Thank you. Shall we call it a day? Because it's already 4:30, 4:40. Dear participants, it's my great pleasure to wind up the session with a formal vote of thanks. With profound gratitude, I first of all would like to thank our Honorable Vice Chancellor, respectful Registrar, and the Director of Alagappa Institute of Management for supporting this webinar, giving necessary permissions for organizing this webinar. That is number one. Number two, I would like to thank Mr. Mailwahanan profusely because of his constant efforts only. We were able to organize this webinar. Not but the least, a big thanks to Aiswarya Lakshmi, because she was very passionate and very enthusiastic in sharing her expertise and knowledge with her own counterparts in Tamil Nadu through Alagappa University. And that's a great gesture. And your presentation was simply awesome, powerfully packed. I think many of the students were not able to grasp it initially, but later on, when you moved on to the other slides, people got a grip of the subject. Not many students from down south Tamil Nadu, they choose digital marketing. But today, I see many students coming up and getting into, doing their summers in digital marketing area. Particularly the guy, Praveen Kumar, who spoke to you, he also was very passionate in digital marketing. That is how he responded to. Anyway, it's a great eye opener for the students, the kind of opportunities available in digital marketing, and how the students can acquire these skills very easily by being wherever they are, instead of going to hi-fi institutions. They can learn on their own. That is what is the message, powerful message you have passed on to them. In that respect, a very big thanks to you. I would like to say that we would like to have few more interactive sessions with you whenever you find free time. Maybe we can organize a small workshop for a few selected individuals. In case if those students ask for it, we will plan for it maybe later here. And thank you very much. Thanks for all your time, efforts, and your interest. And I thank all the participants from our own Alagappa University, as well as students and faculty members from other institutions. A few of them were patiently attending the session and asking some questions through the chat also. Thanks to everybody. Thank you all. Have a good day. With this, we are closing the session. Thank you.
Thank you so much for having me, and I hope this would have been helpful, and have a great day.
Thank you. We call it a day. Thank you. Bye-bye.
Bye.